Donald Trump did a photo op with some coal miners and quickly made it as weird as it could possibly get.
In the first campaign where Hillary Clinton was about 4 states too early, and she was talking about how bad coal was and how they were going to teach coal miners how to make widgets and gadgets and technology, which they didn't want to do. They want to mine. One thing I learned about the coal miners, that's what they want to do. You could give them a penthouse on Fifth Avenue and a different kind of a job, and they'd be unhappy. They want to mine coal. That's what they love to do. And she was going to put them in a high-tech industry where you make little cell phones and things. I don't know. Do you think he'd be good at that? I don't know. I would be. You don't want to be.
Okay, so let's briefly acknowledge that they laughed. Everyone in that room obviously really likes Donald Trump. Let's be clear about that. That doesn't necessarily make that not super, super weird. That he's like, first of all, we'll get to all that he's saying and doing about coal, and that's a lot. But he's like, they just want coal. They couldn't do. Come, this guy, technology. He's gonna make a widget or whatever. Does he look like he'd be good at that? You could put him in a penthouse. He wouldn't like it. Wait, that's not even about his work anymore. You're saying if he lived in a nice place, he wouldn't be happy because all he wants is what, to be covered in coal? Like, if you ask ChatGPT, what's the most elitist thing you could have a New York billionaire say to a coal miner? I don't know if it could surpass that. No, they don't want to be trained with technology or coding or whatever. They want to be in those mines. And more importantly, they don't want to live in nice places, high-rise buildings. They just want to be covered in coal. Get that black lung. What a goddamn weirdo. And anyway, again, they don't mind. They're laughing or whatever. They love that he is spitting in their face over and over because at least at the same time, he's trying to ensure that they'll be able to continue, I guess, doing the coal mining. And I understand why that's so critical and why it's worth totally altering our energy generation as a country, because there are, as of 2022, nearly 40,000 coal miners in America. So yeah, I mean, if lots of people need to get respiratory illnesses and die prematurely, it's a massive industry. I mean, that's 40,000 people. That's like one stadium of people. I think that we should all be willing to die to maintain that rather than helping them to be trained for other work that doesn't involve prematurely killing them and their countrymen. Super weird, but anyway, he did these executive orders. He wants the Secretary of Energy to ascertain whether coal is a critical mineral in steel production, and directed the Secretary of the Interior to end a ban on coal leasing on federal property. We want more coal, more coal, more coal. He attacked Joe Biden for trying to transition us to other forms of energy generation and retrain, perhaps at great cost, these coal miners. He also asked for federal agencies to repeal any regulations that discriminate against coal production. Oh, they found a form of discrimination they're against. Anyway, to open new federal lands for coal mining, and here's a fun one, to explore whether coal burning power plants could serve new AI data centers. That's good, because I was worried that AI would destroy our environment. Now I feel better knowing that it'll be coal that'll be powering all of it. He also wants to waive certain air pollution restrictions that have been adopted by the Biden administration for dozens of coal plants that were at risk of closing down. And so all of those restrictions to stop coal from filling up our air and choking our lungs, forget about that. And might I add, make America healthy again. Sharon, what do you think?
I don't understand this charm about just always walking backwards. Isn't progress good? Why so obsessed with coal and everything that brings with it? I mean, it's not exactly this thing that we should be aspiring to. And I get what Donald Trump is up to, because they just follow the money and the ego and the narcissism. But for the rest of the people who are so enamored by him, I don't understand. Now coal is good? I mean, kids don't want it in their stocking, and I don't want to hear about it anymore. That's it.
Okay, I'll stop talking soon. I do want to show one more thing. Can we go back to graphic 2? I forgot why I put this in here in the first place. This is the title of the executive order: reinvigorating America's beautiful, clean coal industry. You say beautiful because you're a dumb donkey. You don't put that down in like the official ledger. What are you talking about? And also, You can't just call it clean. Well, I guess I'm wrong. I guess you can. You just call it clean. It's coal. It ain't clean. You know, if you take coal and you clean it the way he always demonstrates, you know how you get clean? When you've wiped away all the coal. When there's no coal anymore, then what's left is clean. Until then, what you've got is coal, which is the exact opposite. There's a reason why when you want to show like a horrific, dirty place, you generally show a place where there's coal, smoke, and soot everywhere. Like, because it's not clean.